All right, so we bring in our meteorologist, Chris Potter, keeping an eye on these conditions right now and beyond. Very dangerous in many parts, Chris.
I mean, it's been extremely hot. That's an obvious thing to talk about. I mean, 6 straight heat wave, but it's been extremely dry as well across Southern Ontario. Obviously, rainfall depends on where you are. I mean, it's like location. It's like real estate. Location, location, location. But most areas have been getting less than half of the normal rainfall amounts so far this summer. We're usually around 150 to above millimeters of rainfall, and we've received half of that across the region, especially in Toronto, north and east. And heat warning still remains in place, and this is still going to be in place maybe even into tomorrow in some locales, especially Toronto and eastward. That's where it still looks like the criteria will still be met. Not much going on right now, but there will be the opportunity for showers and thunderstorms to start popping up, not because of our system creating some organized rainfall and organized thunderstorms, but because of the instability in the air and the daytime heating. That means the sunshine heats the land heats up, and it starts to rise the air. And under the right conditions, we can get into these towering cumulus, and that's clouds that grow vertically. You're probably seeing them already to the north. And once we get into the afternoon, it looks like some of those will pop into showers and thunderstorms, creating some brief but heavier downpours. And that's the biggest concern with these thunderstorms. Non-severe in nature. There's no severe thunderstorm watches or warnings out from Environment Canada, but there will be that opportunity across the GTA as we get through the afternoon. So keep that in mind. Once we get into the evening, though, because the daytime heating, you know, the sunshine, once it starts to set, that mechanism is shut off. So it will shut off very quickly. As we get into the evening and overnight, we'll stay dry. As we get into the day on Wednesday, there's just enough instability to create a couple of hit or miss showers out there. Thunderstorm risk is very minimal for tomorrow, but there's still the opportunity for brief but heavier downpours. And this is going to be continual once in the early morning, then again during the mid to late afternoon. After that, we'll start to dry out, and we will remain dry through Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, Wednesday night into Thursday. And it does look like beautiful weather will finally arrive with seasonable highs on Thursday and much lower humidity values. So for today, we're still hot and humid and hazy. 32 degrees your projected high with showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the afternoon. As we get into the evening, the risk of showers and thunderstorms should start to diminish, at least across the GTA. Still present in some areas to the north and northwest. Temperatures will be around 25 for the evening, and for the overnight, not so low in terms of the overnight lows. We're expecting lows around 23, which is pretty darn close to the normal daytime high for this time of year, which is around 26. And for tomorrow, we're still projecting highs of around 30 with the opportunity for showers, maybe a few thunderstorms across Niagara, and it will feel closer to the mid 30s as opposed to close to 40 like today. So the humidity values will reduce for Thursday and Friday. They'll start to increase into Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday, but not as extreme, if you will. There still might be a heat warning in place depending on the temperatures on Sunday and into Monday, but I think that it will be done, at least for now. But the general trend of hot and dry conditions are expected to continue through the month of August. 32 for your high today, 34 tomorrow with a couple of showers hit or miss. Into Thursday and Friday, temperatures will be reducing and it will be more comfortable. For Saturday, highs around 30, and it will be mostly sunny with increasing clouds for the evening and overnight. Sunday will be a mix of sun and cloud with a high of around 28 to 29, and for Monday, highs around 24 expected. Once again, a mix of sun and cloud, but once again, the general trend for the rest of the month of August, hot and dry, and that's exactly what the kind of weather we've experienced so far through June and July, and this is unfortunately our pattern. The grass not looking good out there, and of course with the dry conditions and the hot conditions, it's not doing well for wildfires across Ontario. So far the wildfire season hasn't been dramatic across Ontario, but you never know with these kind of conditions setting up for the entire month of August.
Of course, we're going to keep an eye on all of this. Meteorologist Chris Potter, thank you for this.
You got it.